Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be talking about Skin Police issues 1 through 4. So we did a big review for issue 1 of Skin Police. This is a book from Oni Press. It's a very cool book. It's got a really fun premise. But let me talk about the creative team real quick. This is written by Jordan Thomas with art by Daniel Gete. Jason Wardy on colors, letters by Jeff Powell. This book follows in a world where people have like these clone duplicates that eventually go crazy. They have a department called the Skin Police, whose sole purpose is to hunt down these duplicates before they hurt anyone, before they go crazy. Now, of course, there is a resistance that is formed to protect these duplicates. That they are beings that did not want to come into being on their own. So now in this last issue, so throughout the full run, we follow a member of the Skin Police department as they kind of traverse this world. I think Jordan Thomas has done such a fun job of doing this world building. When we originally talked about this definitely feels very 2000 AD. Now I don't know the background of the creative team. But to me, felt very influenced by that. To the whole team when we talked about issue 1, as we did a review during the show, so it was everybody. But yeah, if if you've made it this far, you think you know what's going on and you think what's going to happen next, you have no idea. This is a really cool book that's got a really fun mystery and just layers and layers upon things that it's building on. Now, I will tell you, this 1 through 4 is like the first part of the story. There's gonna be more. There is a conclusion to this first arc, but the story is in no way finished. There is a Skin Police 2 coming out later on in the future. I believe sometime later this year. Stay put for that. More information on that. So that was I didn't know that going into this. So like going into the 4th issue, I knew it was the last one. And I was like, how in the world are they gonna wrap everything up? And they're not, right? That was the main thing. So although I'm very excited, it was a little bit of an abrupt finish, just because I don't like looking ahead too much at synopsis and stuff like that when I'm reading a book, just to really try to get the idea on my own. That being said, it was a really fun ride. There's a lot of adventure. There's a lot of action. There's some pretty gnarly stuff happening. I think Daniel Get started like just it looks very detailed. Looks very like there's a lot of things that can get pretty gnarly and maybe a little grotesque, especially when it comes to there's aspects of body horror and people losing control and some really messed up things happening. Like there's a lot of violence in this book, so be advised on that as well. But I think it all works. And then also Jason Wardy's colors, where you can always tell the distinction between when we're supposed to be looking at the echelon of society, like the top tier, versus like the more grungy underground resistance, right? There's of course a very cool reveal that I did I did figure out before it happened. I was like, oh, this is exactly what I think is going to happen, just based on like what I had read, the covers, all that stuff. I think it's pretty. Um, it's well done. The book informs you enough to make that guess, and then having that confirmed, I think it's really really cool. So yeah, this was great. This was not something that I normally would have read. I don't think, had it not been for our friends at Oni Press sending this over. But once I got into the first issue, I was very excited. So yeah, hopefully this comes back pretty soon from hiatus. But I also want to make sure that the creators have enough time to bring their vision forward as they choose. But I recommend it now that the whole first part is out, issues 1 through 4. I would recommend you go check those out. I'm sure there'll be a collection for this at some point. But in the meanwhile, if not, hunt down those issues. Check out Oni Press's website. But yeah, if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.